Hello everybody, welcome to All India Jubo Computer Saksharata Mission, a complete online computer education system. Welcome to the another session of learning Python online. In this session, we learn about the bitwise operator. It is very important. We learn bitwise operator, how bitwise operator behaved, and how it's implemented on Python. So in this section we learn about bitwise operator. Okay. So what is bitwise operator and how many types of bitwise operator are available? There is bitwise AND. This is known as bitwise AND. There is bitwise OR. This is known as bitwise OR. There is bitwise XOR. Okay. Now bitwise complement, this tilde sign indicates bitwise complement, and then left shift and bitwise right shift operator. These are the bitwise operator available in Python. Bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR, bitwise complement, left shift and right shift operator in bitwise. So we have to explain these four things, bitwise, left shift and right shift operator. If we have a time, then we will discuss. So for bitwise AND, this is not logical AND, this is bitwise AND. For bitwise AND, if both bits are 1, then only result is 1, otherwise result is 0. Okay, this is the concept of bitwise AND. For bitwise OR, if at least one bit is 1, then result is 1, otherwise 0. Result is 0. Okay. Now for bitwise XOR, if bits are different, then result is 1, otherwise result is 0. And the complement, for tilde, bitwise complement, 1 means 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. Okay, this is the bitwise application. So if it is bitwise AND, if the both bits are 1, it is just like a AND gate, logical gates. Okay, if both bits are 1, here is an example. If we can treat as 0 0, if both bits are 0 0, then the result is 0. Then 0 1, it's also 0, it is multiplication, it also 0, sorry. If it is 1 0 1 0, it's also indicate 0. If both bits are 1, if both bits are 1, then only the result is 1. This is for and this is for OR. What is the concept for OR? If at least one bit is 1, we know that this is 0. For 0 1 it became 1, and for 1 0 it became 1. Just like OR gate, logical gate, output we know na, at least one bit, mind it, at least one bit. For this bit also there is at least one bit, that means minimum 1, so it is also 1. And if it is used, if you use for XOR, we know that the application of XOR, if it is XOR, if both bits are 0, if bits are different, then only the result is 1. If both bits are different, this is 0, this is the different bit, these bits are different, so this is 1, and these bits are different, so this is 1. If the bits are different, then the output is, then the result is 1, else it is 0. So this is the logic, and we know that for the complement, if it is 1 then it's 0, is 1, it's 0 if it's 1. Okay, this is the concept. This is the concept actually used by them. Now if I write, if I want to print 4 and 5, I have to use space, 4 and 5, the result is 4. Why? 5 means actually 4 means actually 0 1 0 0, okay, and 5 means actually 5 means 0 1 0 1. Okay, this is the binary representation of 4, this is the binary representation of 5. Now if we implement AND, the result of AND gate is, and if it is AND, then what will be the answer? Answer is 0 and 0. If both bits are 1, if both the bits are 1, then only the answer is 1. This is 0, this is only where it is 1, and this is also 0, and this is also 0. It is the binary representation of 4, so the answer is 4. And if you print same thing for OR, then the value is, we can print it in here, for OR, the result will be, we know that at least one bits will be 1. This is 0, this will be 1 because of one bit is at least one bit, this is 0, and this is also 1. It is the binary representation of 5, so it returns 5. This is actually 5, so it returns 5. And if it is XOR, then what will be the output? If both the values are different, this is 0, this is actually 0 because both the values are same, this is actually 0, and only for this one is 1. This is actually the binary representation of 1. This is actually the binary representation of 1. 4 cap 5. It means it is 1. Do you understand the concept? This is what we can implement. This is how we can implement bitwise operator. If you run it, if you run it on Python shell, print, look at that, 4 and 5, what will be the answer? We know that it is 4. Okay, this is actually 4. Print, how it is implemented, I think you will understand. That is clear now. This is 5. If it is XOR, then it will return 1. Okay, why this answer has come, we understand. So this is bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR. We understand that if you use bitwise complement, then 1 will become 0 and 0 will become 1. This is the example of bitwise operators. There are two operators too, that bitwise left shift operator and bitwise right shift operator, but we not explain it in there. Now the next operator is known as assignment operator. This is known as assignment operator. Assignment operator. This is actually known as assignment operator. Okay, what is assignment operator? These are the assignment which assign a value, plus equals to, or minus equals to, or into equals to, or divide equals to, or modular equals to, or into power equals to, or logical AND equals to, logical OR equals to, logical XOR equals to, or left shift equals to, and left and right shift equals to. Okay, these are the example of assignment operator. If you assign like that, if you assign x is equal to 10, that means you assign a value within a. Now if you write like that, equals to 20, that means you are trying to do these things. X equals to x plus 20, the result is 30. It's meaning that this and this line are equal. This is a shorter version of this line. Okay, both of the time we will find the same thing. Okay, if you write x equals to 10, and then if you write x and equals to 5, it means you want to perform this operation, x is equal to x and 5. Okay, you will do this by your own, you will find the answer. Here is the example. Python, if I do this, x equals to 10 and then x plus equals to 20. Okay, if I print x, then the value is 30. Okay, so that's it. There is one type of special operator, but that's it. We will finish our operator concept with within this class. From next class we will try to implement other things, try to implement next topic. So that's it. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for watching our video. We will see you in the next class.